I pass a sign for cyclists on diversion, and someone has scrawled on it, scrolled in it, so what was once a traffic direction now reads, "Humans dismount and follow your heart." And I think it's poetic, and also I noticed that it should be hearts, but I don't have a marker or spray paint, and I'm drunk, so I'm not even aware if I'm right. But I think I am right, and I think I didn't get the point at all. I sleep in a park that night. It might be the same park I slept in last night. At the very least, there are lampposts, and I don't see any rats. I go north to Camden Town. I wake up to an aggressive sun that says it's early afternoon. I walk until I find a train station that is not this train station I came from, and take the orange train northbound until I am bored. When I get off, I ask inside a newsagent's if there's anything interesting nearby. He's an older Indian man with a frown for a mouth but kind eyes. He directs me up the road. To Camden Town, he says. Here it is like St. Mark's Place but bigger, people who have septum piercings and tattoos they already regret. The girls wear Doc Martens and plaid, and the boys wear all black, everything with manufactured holes. There is an open-air market selling trashy t-shirts and junk people don't need. There are stores that sell outdated iPhone cases that you can browse with your eyes while you get tattooed. A brown man tries to sell me salvia from one of those stores, but I buy a piece instead and walk through the crowds until I find 3 Ethiopian teenagers who sell me a dime bag. There is a canal that runs through Camden Town, a dark slice of water framed by bar patios and willow trees. I sit underneath a bridge and smoke a bowl and a half. No one stops me because I swear this is just St. Mark's Place. A pair of swans pass under the bridge. Swans mate for life. I find this kind of beautiful. I do not remember their name in Spanish, but I'm sure it is quiet. Up above, there's an international food market in a place that looks like it used to be stables. The designers suggest this with strategically placed metal statues of enormous horses with terrifying raised hooves. I find the first place that takes card, Chinese food, and order chicken. Lo mein or rice? Lo mein. They give me rice instead, and not a lot of chicken. When I ask for more chicken, they pretend they don't speak English until I walk away. I'm too tired to fight them on this. I go to an off-license and buy more whiskey. I eat the lo mein all the way back. I eat the rice all the way down back to the canal and sleep until dark. No one bothers me enough for it to matter. When I wake up, I drink all of the whiskey. The bouncer at the pub called Something Arms won't let me in because I'm too drunk. I take enormous offense at this. I'm drunk, but I'm not too drunk. I tell him this, and he thinks I'm trying to be funny, even though I tell him I'm not. I've seen about 1 million bars in Camden Town, but now it's a matter of principle, and I sneak in through the door in the alleyway. The bar is mourning something in tones of wine red and Baroque wallpaper and flickering candles. Everyone wears black and sadness like a cloak, but bow their heads to death metal. I climb steep stairs to the second-level bar, where there is a patio bar and people smoking. I order a double whiskey and Coke and sit outside and trace the moon across the sky. I order another, but only drink half of it before I have to throw up. The bathroom is in the basement, and I barely make it to the sink. They're gonna kick you out. A white girl in short shorts and black fishnets and what looks like a bra watches me in the mirror from 3 sinks over. The walls of the bathroom are covered in scrawled graffiti and lipstick kisses. Rest in power, Amy. Amy, you are my light XX. Who's Amy? The girl looks at me like I'm a freak, and maybe I am, and crosses behind me to leave the bathroom. Amy is Amy Winehouse. I see that now from some of the writing. She gets all this love after all the shit she did in life. I guess that's fucking privilege. For the rest of the night, I pretend my name is Amy, which is to say I call myself Amy in my head, and talk to no one. I leave at last call and head back down the canal to find some place to sleep outside again. Money isn't the problem. I just don't want to deal with finding a hostel and having to talk to people and potentially share a room. I walk for a while and find a hill with a willow tree and put my bag down underneath it before going back to the bank to smoke a cigarette. I listen to the sound of laughter coming from the houseboats parked at intervals as far as I can see. It's not too late, and it's the weekend now, and I see figures flitting behind the curtains of the boats. 3 boats down, people are sitting on the roof, and I smell weed. A man that is probably what they call a chav walks towards me with a pit bull on a chain. He stops when he's almost next to me, and even in the dim light, I see that his face has been destroyed by heroin. Used to be mermaids here. A smile that is full of rot and bad intentions. We ate 'em all, you know. Fish and chips. That's not true. How much love? Go fuck yourself. He cackles and keeps on walking his horrible dog down the walkway. It is a lie, and I know this, but I smoke another cigarette and watch the space between the boats for silky bodies slipping through black waters.